Hello one and hello all, and today I'm doing another review video. That's right. This time it's for my least favorite game ever, Metroid Other M. If I had editing software, those words would show up there, but I don't yet? Question mark. So we're gonna be talking about Metroid Other M. I'm gonna be reviewing it based on criteria: music, graphics, gameplay, replayability. If I think of a fifth thing to make this a bit more interesting, then I will. Is there a fifth thing I can add to it? Story. Obviously, story. So yeah, graphics, gameplay, music, story, and replayability. Let's do it. Let's start with the music. So, the music of the game is non-existent, minus like a couple boss tracks, I think. The Ridley theme's awesome, but that's because it's Ridley. Obviously, he has his own music from all the previous games except for the first Metroid game, and it's always awesome. So it's like you cheat with that one. Point at you, other way. Oh, you. Let's see here. Like I said, there's like a couple good tracks in there, but for the most part, it sucks. On a rating of 1 to 5, how would I rate the music? I'd rate it a 2 because it's got a couple good tracks at least. It's not complete and utter garbage. Next up, replayability. Replayability for this game is pretty trash because of the never-ending amount of infinitely long cutscenes. I am way too low. I have to do this every video now. Yeah, replayability is pretty non-existent because of the extremely high amount of seemingly never-ending cutscenes. They're super long, and there's way too many of them. Which takes away from the replayability. Also, it's an extremely linear game. There are some secrets, but not many. So this game's going to get a 2 because there's at least a couple secrets, and I think you can skip the cutscenes. So 2 out of 5 replayability. So far the score is 4. Not even a full story yet. Next up, we'll talk about the graphics. The graphics are, for a Wii game, actually pretty good. Compared to Punch-Out. I know Punch-Out's extremely stylized, but it's definitely better than Wii Sports Resort. The graphics are fairly realistic. I just stopped licking my lips. Do I have water? I do. It's the first time. Okay. So graphics are pretty good. They're gonna get a 4 because... just because they're good. Yeah. There you go. Score? 8. Okay, next up's the story. Ooh boy, you know the story sucks. Do I even have to talk about the story? It's famously, or should I say infamously, terrible. What time is it? My brother's gonna be picking me up in an hour, so it's sort of like a quick video. Yeah, it's infamous for how absolutely terrible the story is. I have the most bland facial expression in this video. The story is infamously terrible. That's just kinda how it is. I'll give this story a 2, 1, 1 or 2. 1.5. We'll just give it a 1.5. It could be worse, but still not good. Finally, gameplay. Everyone says the graphics are good, the gameplay is good, everything else sucks. Well, the graphics are good. Is the gameplay good? I say, hell no. Gameplay is awful. And I explain why. You have to play the game with the Wii remote. There's like no motion controls. Yeah, unless you're either in ball form, I think. I think in ball form there's motion controls, and whenever you're in first person form. It's not a form, it's a mode. It's just a gameplay feature. So basically, you have to hold the remote like an NES controller and operates like an NES controller. So you're playing a 3D game with a D-pad. That doesn't that doesn't work. 3D games, the N64, the PlayStation, Xbox, all of them had joysticks once they got three-dimensional. Because you need to be able to move in a 3D space. In 2D space, it works when you have a D-pad. Like if it's a 2D side-scroller, there ain't no need to have 360 degrees motion. In a top-down game, you don't need 360 degrees. But when the game's three-dimensional, you need 360 degree motion. This game doesn't give you 360 degree motion unless you're in your morph ball form. So, basically, that ain't good. The motion controls, you use them like basically just when you're in first person mode, which can I talk about how awkward it is to switch to first person mode? It's the only way to use missiles in the game, and to switch to first person mode, I'm doing so many hand motions off camera, but you can't see them, so it's made this video so much more boring. Like, my hand, whenever I place it naturally below camera, it sucks. Crap. Kinda like, oops, there you go. That doesn't help. It just makes me more on screen. Okay. So basically, to switch to first person missile mode, you have to take your thing, and then you have to take a Wii remote, and then you gotta put it in one hand and point it at the screen. You gotta point it, and then you can move around in this 3D space with your missile hand. And that's the only way to use missiles, and it is so goddamn clunky trying to do that. Trust me, I got stuck at this one mini boss, maybe? You can maybe classify it as a mini boss. Oh, my dad's coming in. Sorry about that. My dad had to come in. Oh, I almost. Okay. My dad had to come in and do some stuff when I was gone. So, yeah. Can I. I'm playing with fire with how high I got my kickstand right now. So, basically, gameplay. It sucks. That's the best way to summarize it. The gameplay is pretty darn crappy. It's clunky. It was made to feed off nostalgia with the whole treating it like an NES controller instead of a, Wii remote. Also, the nunchuck. That's like a whole thing. You got the Wii remote and you got the nunchuck. You don't use the freaking nunchuck in the game. Why? That'd be so good. Here's what you do. Nunchuck to move around. Wii remote to, like, do the shooting and the pointing. Move around with the nunchuck. When you need to enter missile mode, you just point. Oh, yeah, this is why I said I was playing with fire. There. I'm a better video game designer than Nintendo, apparently. Take that, Nintendo. So basically, yeah. Gameplay will get a 2. It's not completely unplayable. And score 11 to 12. Because I haven't quite decided the story yet. You don't score, just make it 12. And score is a 12, which is not even 2.5 stars. Because I'm, like, dividing it by 5. Because, like, it's a score of 1 to 5. 5 will equal 1 star. 5 times, outputs of 5 stars, 25 points. It makes sense to me. That's my scoring system. So this game got a 12 out of 25, essentially. Or just under 2.5 stars. Out of 5. This game sucks, is what I'm trying to say. So if you've enjoyed this video, you can leave a like or subscribe. If you feel like it, leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about it. Until next time, oh no, get sick of that joke. Until next time, I'll see you later, buddy. Bye-bye.